Today I'm going to show you 3 simple steps in how you can improve your videos using sound design. This video is sponsored by Artlist. Stick around until the end where you can find out how you can win $100,000 just for you. My name is Paul, filmmaker and photographer, and on this channel we do tutorials regarding filmmaking and photography, maybe some gear review as well. So if this interests you, consider subscribing. So the example we're going to have a look at today is actually from a real commercial. The commercial is not 100% finished yet. There are some additional scenes that we need to film of the product, but the sound design is more or less done. Now, in this commercial, I will use music, but let's watch this commercial first with all the sound effects. A background sound is basically a sound that you hear throughout the whole scene, and that can be, for example, if you're on a spaceship. It can be the air conditioning or the fluorescent. How do you say fluorescent? 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 That can be the fluorescent lights in an office. It can be traffic if you're in a city. Or in our example, it's the wind that we hear on the mountain. Let's have a listen. For this specific example, that subtle wind sound goes through the whole video. Depending on your video or movie, you might want to use subtle different sounds, but the point is that you have a background sound, so the video is never quiet. Step 2. Natural sounds are sounds that your brain expects to hear when you are watching a video. That can be, for example, waves crashing onto the beach. It can be sports like ice hockey. A car passing by. But this natural sound doesn't actually need to be natural, because it can even be a spaceship passing by in the scene. But you have been watching so many movies, I guess, that your brain expects that spaceship to make a sound. And in our example, we have used helicopter sounds when we see that mountain. Ski boots walking on snow. Subtle ruffle in the clothes, the bindings, and the sound skis or a snowboard makes going downhill. Now we have the background sound, the ambient sound, we have the natural sounds, but now we're gonna add the sounds that makes all the difference. These sounds are the most impactful sounds in any commercial, movie, or whatever video you are making. The unnatural sounds is going to make all the difference. Unnatural sounds could be sounds that don't exist, or sounds that actually do exist, but you don't expect to hear them in that situation. For example, if you're watching a horror movie, you always have that subtle heartbeat. An exhale. We also have these popular sounds called stingers, risers, swooshes, booms. I have made a video about those kind of sounds. Check out the video up here if that interests you. And in our example, we have the sounds like impacts, exhale, the boom when it's in slow motion, swoosh, exaggerated wind, the eagle, and the helicopter sound. So the eagle and helicopter sounds, they are real sounds, but they don't really belong here. But subconsciously, they are telling you something impactful, and that is what makes or break a good video. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had $100,000, what would you create? Artlist is giving away $100,000 for one visionary creator to make their dream become a reality. It doesn't matter what kind of creator you are. You can pitch your wildest creative idea and Artlist will give one of you $100,000 to make it happen. To join, post a video on your socials showcasing your $100,000 idea, tag @artlist.io and use the hashtag Artlist100kfund. For more information, go to artlist.io or use the link in the description. Let's continue with the video. So in this specific commercial, I will use music. And when you choose the music that you want to use in your commercial, your short film, or your movie, it has to match the mood that you are trying to convey. So let's have a listen to the commercial with all the sound effects and the music as well. And we're going to comment something very important when we have watched the commercial. So we have seen the commercial now with all the sound effects and the music, and some of you or many of you might say, some of these sounds were lost because the music was too loud. And that is called sound mixing. If you are a sound designer, you want all the sound effects to be super loud. If you are the composer, you want the music to be super loud. That is basically up to you as the editor or director of the video, and you have to basically take your own decision and choose what you want the audience to hear. If you want to watch more videos regarding sound design, I have made this playlist for you. And until next time, my name is Paul and I'm signing off. Peace.